subject, engineering geology. How you are going to study for the engineering geology in civil engineering subject. So engineering geology, it is a basic knowledge is there when civil engineer is going to construction work. So the engineering geology unit 1 physical geology. First one, physical geology. In physical geology, subtitle, the geology in civil engineering. What are the branches of geology? Structure of earth and decomposition, weathering of the rocks. What is the scale of weathering? And soil of engineering geology, landform and process associated with the rivers, wind, groundwater and sea, relevance of civil engineering and play technology. This one covering 5 physical geology unit 1. Then physical geology introduction, effect of natural agencies, that means of wind effect, running of water, subsurface water, lakes, ocean, glaciers, organisms, volcanoes. So this one physical geology. Earthquake and taking part of changing the surface of the earth, earthquake belt in India. These all are covered by physical geology. What is the meaning of geology? Geology in Greek words, geo means earth. The logo means science, that is the study of engineering geology. Then it is a branch of science in dealing with the study of earth. It's also known as the earth science. In another name, earth science. The study of earth comprises of the whole earth. It is origin of the earth and the structure of the earth and composition of the earth and the history of earth, including the development of life and the natural process. Why we are going to study of earth? We are part of it. Test to test. The humans have the capability to make the rapid changes. All construction from house to roads to dams are affected by the earth and thus require some geological knowledge. All life depends upon the earth, the food and the nourishment. The earth is the every day of our life. Geology, what is it? The geology is a study of earth. It includes not only the surface process, which have shape of the surface, but the study of the ocean floor and the interior of the earth. It is not only the study of earth as we see it today, but the history of earth that evolved. Where to geological engineer work? After you are completed the geology, you are studying the course completed for the geological course, where to get the job? Engineering geology work is the federal of the state agencies for construction, petroleum place or mining. Lot of mining is there. For example, limestone mining, coal mining, and lignite mining. That places where after the completed the geological person, you get in the job. A lot of companies there. Many geological engineers today are hired by the environmental firms of renewable energy companies. Jobs are available in all parts of the US. What is the difference between the geology and the geological engineer? What is the difference? The geologist studies the earth. Geology studies the earth, the material of which it is made, the structure of those material and its process action upon them. A geological engineer takes this knowledge and applies the principle of engineering dynamic, mechanical properties, etc. To assess the risk posed by the condition, design, structure, and foundation, conduct the site of reviews and develop the solution to problem. In the environment, both are exciting careers that are similar but still quite different. The definition of this geology or the explanation of the geology. Geology is a science that deals with the study of Earth as planet. It includes, the scientific studies dealing with the origin of the Earth and the age of the Earth and structure of the Earth. It is also deals with the evolution of the Earth, modification and extension of the various surface and subsurface physical features like mountains, river, plateaus, and valleys, basins, caves, etc. and lakes. So, what is the objective of the engineering geologists? The objectives of the engineering geology can be understood. First one, it enables a civil engineer to understand engineering implication of certain conditions related to the area of construction, which are essentially geological in nature. The second one, it enables a geologist to understand the nature of geological information, that it is absolutely essential for safe design and construction for civil engineering project. The principal objective of engineering geology is the protection of life and property against the damage caused by various geological conditions. What is the scope of engineering geology? Then after the study for earth science, the scope of engineering geology is best studied with reference to major activities of the profession of civil engineering, which are first one, construction, then water resource development, town and regional planning, etc. The importance of geology from civil engineering point of view. Before construction, roads, bridges, tunnel, tanks, reservoir and buildings, selection of site is important from the point of stability of foundation. Geology provides a systematic knowledge of construction, material and their properties. Next one, the knowledge about the nature of rock in tunneling and the construction of the road. Then, the foundation problems of dams, bridges and buildings are directly related with the geology of the area where they are to be built. Next one, the knowledge of groundwater. This is necessary in connection with the excavation work, water supply, irrigation and many other purposes. Next one, the knowledge of erosion, transportation and deposition by surface of water help in the soil conservation and the river control. Then the geological map and section help considerably in planning many engineering projects. If the geological features like fault, joints, bed, fold are found, they have to suitably treated. Hence, the stability of the rock structure is important. Pre-geological survey of the area concerned the reduction of the panel. The different branches of geology or types of geology. First one, the physical geology. Then, next one, crystallography. Third one, mineralogy. And the fourth one, petrology. Next one, economic geology. Then mining geology, the civil engineering geology, hydrology, structural geology, then Indian geology, stratigraphic engineering, resource engineering, and paleontology, then photogeology. That is a lot of branches in geology. Historical geology. Many branches is available in geological course. First one, the physical geology. What is the meaning of physical geology? This is the branches of geology. It deals with the various processes of physical agent. So, such like that wind, water, glaciers, and the sea waves. So, these all are physical geological studies. Runs of this agent of modifying the surface of the earth continuously. Physical geology, it includes the study of erosion and ETT, that means of transformation and deposition. The next study of physical geology, it plays a vital role in engineering. Thus, it reveals constructive and destructive process of physical agent at the particular sites. It helps the selection of suitable site for different types of project to be undertaken after the studying the effect of physical agent which co-modifying surface of the earth physically and chemically than mechanically. Next one is crystallography. This also branches of geology. It deals with the study of crystal. Crystal is a regular polyhedral from bounded by smooth surface. Crystallography is not much more important in civil engineering, but recognize the mineral, the study of crystallography, it is necessary. Then mineralogy, this also branches of geology. It deals with the study of minerals. A mineral may be defined as a naturally occurring homogeneous solid in organically formed, having a definite chemical composition and order atomic arrangement. The study of mineralogy is the most important for civil engineering student to identify the rocks. Which types of the rock is there? It was igneous or metamorphic, then sedimentary. These are for most important studies for mineralogy. In industries such as cement industries, iron and steel industry, and fertilizer and glass industry, and so on. So, the problem of atomic energy, then petrology. These are also branches of geology. It deals with the study of rock. What type of rock is there, including the earth's surface? A rock is defined the aggregation of minerals found in the earth's crust. The study of petrology is the most important for civil engineering. Why? In the selection of suitable rock for building stone, road metal, etc. So that's why the petrology subject is the most important for civil engineering. Then structural geology. Branches of geology. It deals with the study of structure found in the rock. What type of structure is there? These are what are the structure? The lot of structure is there. We are going to the study for structural geology. It is also known as the technical geology or simply tectonics. Structural geology is the arrangement of the rocks and plays an important role in civil engineering. In the selection of suitable sites for all types of the project such as dams, tunnel, multi-story building and road construction and designing construction and land construction. So everything, the structural geology is the most important subject for civil engineering. Stratigraphy and paleontology. What is the stratigraphy? Stratigraphy, it deals with the study of stratified rocks and their correlation. And paleontology is the study of fossils. So, ancient fossil and the ancient remains of plants and animals are referred to as fossils. Fossils are useful in study of evolution and migration of animals and plants through the ages, ancient geographic and climate of the area, which years the plants living. So just identifying of the age, mainly the paleontology was studying for the identifying the age. And the historical geology, it is include the study of both stratigraphy and paleontology. Historical means that is a history of life in plant and animals, in everything, the rocks. So going to the study for everything. It is used in civil engineering. It's to know about the land and seas, the climate and the life of early times upon the earth. So next one, economic geology. It deals with the study of minerals. Which type of the minerals? These are calcite or pyrite. So, for example, the minerals names. Rocks and materials of economic importance like the gold and petroleum, then gold and copper, silver, everything. A lot of valuable gold minerals is available, including the surface of the earth. Then mining geology and civil engineering geology. Mining geology, it deals with the study of application and geology of mining engineering in survey way of the selection of suitable sites for acquiring and mines can be determined. Mining geology work only for application and mining lawyers and studying the minerals, but everything we are going to study for the mining geology. And civil engineering geology, it deals with the all geological problem that rises in the field of civil engineering along with the suitable treatment. Thus, it includes the construction, dam construction of the dams, tunneling of the dams, mountain of the roads and building stone and etc. Hydrogeology, the study about the water, quality of water and quantity of water that are present in the rock, the different state. Moreover, it includes the atmospheric water and the surface water, the underground water. There are the three types of water. We are going to the study for hydrogeology. Hydrogeology main study for water quality. Then water quality, how the pH value 7 or not. Then we are going to the study for the hydrogeology. Then the Indian geology, it deals with the study of our motherland, the connection with the coal, petroleum, and the physiography, stratigraphy and economic minerals in India, the Indian geology. Indian geology mainly study for physiography and stratigraphy. We are going to the study for Indian geology. Then resource engineer and photogeology. Resource engineer and photogeology. Resource engineer and photogeology. What is that? Hello? Cut பண்ணுங்க அப்புறம் கூப்பிடலாம் கட் பண்ணுங்க. Resource engineering and photogeology. Resource engineering, the branches of geology deals with the study of water, land, solar energy, minerals, forest, etc. Fulfill the human wants. Photogeology, it deals with the study of aerial photograph, the structure of earth and its composition. Next we are going to the study for structure of the earth and its composition, earth layers. The structure of the earth is the main studies, how the earth is formed. Only there are the three layers forming, one for crust, then mantle, then liquid, outer core and solid core. There are three layers are very important. Earth layers indicate the three layers on crust, mantle, core. So Earth is divided into four main layers. See the diagram. There are four main layers. The interior of the Earth. These are crust, then mantle, outer core, inner core. First one inner core, then outer core, then mantle, then crust. So this is the interior of the Earth structure. The diagram shows. The Earth crust is like the skin of apple. So the Earth crust, you to see the eye, you are seeing the shape of the Earth, the skin of apple. It is very thin compared to the other three layers. Then the mantle. The mantle is a layer below the crust. So these are the diagram shows that below the crust the mantle is there. This on the crust, this below the crust. Okay. The mantle is the largest layer of the earth. This one cover the red color that indicate the mantle. This is the large space occupied. So the mantle is divided into two regions. One is the upper and the lower sections. This one is the inner, then outer. Okay. The crust makes up to 1% of the earth. The crust very low. The crust of the earth is broken into many pieces called the plates. So this crust broken, sometimes broken into many pieces called the plate. So outer core, next see the diagram for outer core. These are 1400 miles thick, the liquid and iron and nickel. These all are occupied in the outer core. The outer core of the earth is like ball of very hot metal. This one is like a ball shape. These are very hot, over hot metals, like for liquid, the iron and the nickel. The outer core is liquid. This one is the liquid. The outer core is made up of the iron. It is very dense. Then inner core. The inner core of the earth has temperature and pressure so great. So this one indicate the inner core. Inner core is the earth. Inner core of the earth. The diagram. This is very great pressure and temperature is available. That metals are squared together and are not able to move. The inner core is a solid. Next one is weathering. The weathering process, weathering means first, what is the meaning of weathering? The weathering process occurs near the Earth's surface and produce the changes of the landscape, the influence of surface and subsurface topography and landform development. So weathering is a physical disintegration or chemical alteration of the rocks at or near the Earth's surface. What is the meaning of erosion? The physical removal and transpiration of the weathering material by water and wind, ice or gravity. These are erosion action. Types of weathering. A lot of types is there. There are three types. First one, physical weathering or mechanical weathering. The next one, chemical weathering. Third one, biological weathering. There are three types of weathering available. So mechanical weathering is the physical disintegration and reduction of the size of the rock without changing their chemical composition. Example, exfoliation, forest wetting, salt wetting, temperature changes and abrasion. These are example of the mechanical weathering. Then chemical weathering decomposes dissolves, alters, or weakness of the rock through the chemical process of from residual material. Example: carbonization, hydration, hydrolysis, oxidation, and solution. These are the chemical weathering. What is the next one? The biological weathering is the disintegration of the rock or decay of the rocks and minerals caused by the chemical or physical agent of organism. Example: organic activity from listen and left. Rock disintegration of plant or root growth. These are biological weathering. And borrowing and tunneling organism and acid secretion. Then soils. Meaning of soils: defined the organic and inorganic materials on the surface of the earth that provide the medium of plant growth. Soil develops slowly over time and composed of many different materials. Inorganic materials are those materials that are not living, include weathered rocks and minerals. Weathering: mechanical or chemical process by which rock are broken down into smaller pieces. The biggest rock, some chemical action, that means of mechanical and chemical process. The rocks are broken, small pieces. That's the means of weathering. The rocks are broken down, they mix into the organic materials, which are those materials that originate from living organisms. For example, plants and animals die and decompose, releasing nutrients back into the soil. Formation of the soil. How to soil form? The soil by the process of weathering of rock, that is disintegration and decomposition of the rock, and the minerals at the near of the earth's surface through the action of natural and mechanical and chemical agents into the smaller grains. Factors affecting formation of the soil may be atmospheric, such as changes in the temperature and pressure, erosion and transpiration of wind, water and glaciers, chemical action such as the crystal growth, oxidation, hydration, carbonization and leaching by water, especially the rainwater with time. So, general formation of the soil take place two methods. One is physical disintegration of the rock, then chemical decomposition of the rock. What are the physical disintegration of the rock varieties? First one, temperature changes, then wetting action of the ice, spreading of the rock root of plants. Fourth one, abrasion. These all are physical disintegration. Then chemical decomposition of the rock. One is hydration, then carbonization, then oxidation, solution and hydrolysis. Based on the constituents, the soil may be classified as two types. One is inorganic soil, then organic soil. The more common classification system are enlisted below. These are types of soil: geological classification, classification of the structure, classification based on grain size, unified soil classification system, preliminary classification by soil types. Geological classification: soil types may be classified on the basis of the geological origin. The origin of soil may refer either to its constituents or to the agents responsible for its present status. based on the agencies responsible for the present state. Soils may be classified under the following types. One is residual soil, then transported soil, alluvial or sedimentary soils, aeolian soil, pluvial soil, luxury soil, marine soil. Over the geological cycle, soil are formed by disintegration and weathering of the rocks. These are again formed by the compaction and cementation by heat and pressure. What are the closure work of river? What are the closure work of the river? Geological work by river during the life while flowing from head of the mouth. The rivers are capable of exerting greatly modifying influence over the topographic of the region through which they flow. The geological work by river may be broadly divided into three well-defined phases. One is erosion, next one is transport, then the deposition. What are the work? Method of river erosion. By erosion is mean disintegration and decomposition of the rock and the soil material by natural agent through the mechanical, chemical and other physico-chemical process, accompanied by removal of disintegrated or decomposed product to far off places by the same agent. Stream and rivers are the most powerful sub-aerial agent of erosion. Others are wind and ice. Waterfalls, these are defined as magnificent jumps made by the stream or river. Water at certain specific part of the course where there is a sudden and considerable drop in the gradient of the channel. Many falls are easily attributed to unequal erosion of the channel of rock within a short distance due to the inherent nature of the rock. So, geological work by wind. This diagram they indicate that is a stream torrents. So, geological work of the river, the air is motion called by the wind. Wind is one of the three major agents surface of the earth to be the river and the glaciers. Wind acts agent of erosion as a carrier for transporting the particles and the grains, so eroded from one place to also deposited to huge quantity of such wind flow material at different places. These are three modes of activity, where one bar erosion, transportation and deposition by the wind. Closure work for wind erosion. What is the meaning of wind erosion? Wind perform the work of erosion by at least the three different methods: deflection, abrasion and attrition. What is the meaning of deflection? So, not much erosive power over the rock, the ground covered with the vegetation, but when moving the sufficient velocity over dry and loose, and it can be removed or swept away huge quantity of the loose material from the surface. This process of removal of particles of dust and sand by strong wind is called the deflection. Wind abrasion. Wind becomes the powerful agent for roughing and abrasion of the rock surface. When naturally loaded with the sand and dust particles, this type of the erosion involving roughing, grinding, polishing of the rock surface by any natural agent, it is termed as the abrasion. Attrition by wind. The sand particles and other particles lifted by the wind from different places are carried away to the considerable distance. The wear and tear of the low particles suffered by due to the mutual effect during the transportation process is termed as the attrition. This diagram, the geological work of groundwater. Then, geological work of groundwater. The groundwater, like the surface water, is also a powerful natural agent responsible not only modifying the existing features but also the creativity many other geological features on and below the surface of the earth. The geological work of the groundwater may be conveniently studied under the two headings, namely the chemical work and the mechanical work. Geological work of groundwater. Water is a great solvent because an active agent the dissolution of many rock like time, dolomite, gypsum, rock salt and the like which comes into the contact during the downward journey below the surface. It has been observed that water dissolved limestone at a variable rate that depends upon the temperature, composition and above it all carbon dioxide content. The dissolution of the soluble rocks by groundwater is controlled by the number of factors such as climate, geological structure, topography, porosity and permeability of the rocks. Composition of the rocks, composition of the groundwater, especially its salt and gaseous content, viewed by flow velocity and the depth at which water comes to the touch of water. Geological work of groundwater. These are our diagram. The continuously the water going to the act interaction, then the rocks are erosion. So this structure called the groundwater work of geological work of the groundwater. The geological work of ocean. It almost confined with the boundaries and broadly standing in nature, unlike the river and the flows downward. The mechanism of the geological work of sea differ and detail from that of the river. All the geological work performed by marine water is due to the regular and irregular disturbance taking place in the body of water. Mostly the surface layer distinguished as waves and currents. So geological work of oceans. Marine erosion. Marine erosion of the rocks at the shore and elsewhere with which it comes the contact manner broadly similar to the stream water. The work of erosion is accomplished by the three waves. One is the hydraulic action, second one is the abrasion, third one is the corrosion. The meaning of hydraulic action, it is a process involving breaking to extending the buckling of the loose, disjointed blocks of rock from the original place by strong force created by the impact of the sea waves and the current. That means of hydraulic action. Marine abrasion, this involves the roughing and the grinding action of seawater of the rocks. At the shore, with the help of sand particles and other small fragments that are hurled up against these rocks. Corrosion. It is solvent action of the seawater which is particularly strong of environment where the shore of valuable chemical composition. That means of this. This one operation of the diagram, the operation, marine abrasion, the geological abrasion of water. These one all are indicate the erosion of water. This diagram indicate for the geological work of the sea water. So today about the long hour taken for this basic of engineering geology, the unit 1 for physical geology, how to going to useful for the civil engineering students. Any clarification and doubt to ask for student? No clarification? Thank you.